Hey guys, what's up? I guess we're live. Yeah, cool. So, I've been sitting here for like 10 minutes, all excited to talk to you guys. I was bouncing back and forth, and I'm gonna tell you what happened in a few minutes once we get a few people on board. Um, hey, Funny Bones, what's going on? Um, I'm gonna tell you the story, my stupidity, and because I'm pretty good at not being fished, and I fell in their trap, and I'll explain how it all happened. Hi, Jack. I love your channel. It makes me happy. God bless. Why is good? What's going on? How are you guys? So, is it Gyrokin? I think it's pronounced Gyrokin. Hello, son. How are you? So anyway, this is a broadcast to explain to you. This is our regular Saturday morning chat, by the way. And I just came on a little bit early because I basically shared it. Hold on one second here. Let's get rid of. Okay, so I just have to mute a few different people, and it's as easy as that. They never get to speak on my channel again. So I think Mike, was that you? Yeah, Mike. Good morning. I'm sorry you're sick this morning. Good morning from Fresno. You guys want to chime in where you're at? That's fine. That would be great. Ohio, cool. I'm sure we got some international people too. So let me get into it. We got enough people to have a conversation now, um, because I got to talk about YouTube and this whole child thing and why they're going crazy, and so much to tell you about. I got a new hard drive I want to show you too. I'm really excited about. But let's get started on Facebook. So let me. I'm not going to answer any questions right now. Well, now I got to look. Love your cooking channel. I always enjoy your playing with your food videos. Yeah, I'm glad I brought that back, and I'm glad I'm doing that again. I want to do more playing with your food episodes. You guys have any ideas? You want me to? I remember once we measured the amount of Coke you get. We took all the ice out of the large soft drinks at all the fast food places, and we measured the amount you really get, which is like the size of a small cup, which is weird. All right. So I get notified. I'm going to give you all the details. And the reason I'm doing this, because I don't want to see another one of you get jacked, because a lot of YouTubers are being attacked because we have a sizable audience. I have spoken with people who have been hijacked, and their pages have been taken. It is a security flaw on Facebook's part. So one day I'm sitting here and I get a message from a advertising agency in Los Angeles, a very reputable one, right there, like on Wilshire Boulevard. Okay, so they're right out of Beverly Hills. I mean, you're like, okay, I know this company. So anyway, they want to advertise on my Facebook page, and they said they would pay me every day. They said, we'll give you $150 a day if we put one ad on your channel each morning. I'm like, one ad's nothing. That's not that it'll fly by. Some of the people see it, some of the people won't see it. So I'm doing my homework now. What's up with this company? Is it a real company? I've never heard of the company until it wrote me, but when I looked them up, I could not find one bad thing about this company. Yeah, that's right. I heard nothing but rave reviews from this company. Great reputation, unbelievable. Everybody loves working with this company. I'm thinking, all right, so we're a safe company. We can move ahead. Okay, so when you have ownership of your Facebook page, your business page, okay, whoever the admin is usually listed as the owner. Okay, so there you can be like the admin, you can be the moderator, you can be a manager, you can be an analyst, and an analyst has like only viewing rights. You can only look at the page. You can't write, you can't post. It's like the lowest form that you can give permission to someone to do. It's a page role. So for them, I told them I have to have first crack at every ad. I need to approve every ad that goes on my page, because I'm not going to put up something inappropriate. Go figure. So they're like, sure, not a problem. But we need you to give us editor permissions, or some manager put in permission. And I'm thinking, okay, the manager is cool. That's fine. The level, they can only post. That's all they got. They got no right to do anything else. So I gave them permission to be an editor. Basically, do not give anybody permission or any role. There should be no page roles for anybody else but you, the admin. I don't care that Facebook set it up to where you can have all these different roles. Screw that. That is a security flaw. Once you give them any type of permission on your page, any type, they could be the janitor of your page. Once you give them permission, they have the ability to boot you as admin. Okay. So I immediately got booted as the admin, and it automatically made this person the and owner of page. And I was livid because I own the trademark to Cooking with Jack. I legally own Cooking with Jack. So if anybody uses Cooking with Jack, like Jack Daniels, I didn't want to start a fight, but Jack Daniels has a cookbook they just came out with called Cooking with Jack. And it doesn't do anything to my shelf, doesn't hurt me in any way. I just left it alone. But I could have argued the fact that, hey, man, I own the rights to that name. So you need to change it. And they would have to change it. But I didn't want to, that's stupid to argue for no reason. So they literally booted me as the admin, put me down an analyst where I have no power whatsoever. Okay. And I got to turn my phone off. Hold on a minute. I got to put in airplane mode or it'll screw this broadcast. So they put me down analyst. So like they handcuffed me. Okay. And I'm like, what? Like, yeah. They handcuffed me basically. I could watch what they were doing on the page, but I couldn't do anything. And they had, and I'm like, I can't believe this. I called the company in LA. I'm like, dude, what are you guys doing? And I found out that that guy doesn't even work for the company. That's where I got caught. I researched the company, but I didn't research the man. So the man was, he had been doing this, like they've had like 5 calls in the past week of people who got jacked by their name being used. So that man did not work for the company. He was from like Bangladesh or somewhere in that area. It registered as Bangladesh. So I now have completely lost control of my page. And he starts inviting other men that all Middle Eastern names. You could tell because of the writing, but the way they wrote their name. Not because I could see any pictures, but you could see the way they were using like Arabic writing and all that. There was about 11 admins, and then they started pumping porn to everybody. They were and they do it through Messenger. They made sure, because if they posted porn on my page, it would flag Facebook. They'd shut my page down. I'd have to fight to get it back and all that. So they use Messenger because Facebook doesn't monitor Messenger, so they can get away with it. Okay. So they basically hijack your page. Now I know one, this is a security flaw, but 2, they paid to boost that message out to people, and Facebook was making money off my page, and there was no rush to fixing it. I think. Say again, babe. Luckily, are you guys ready for this? Luckily, I unpublished my page. Most of you couldn't see it once it was stolen. Okay, so they were pumping out porn. They were paying to boost those messages so they could get to all 17,000 of my people. So I'm frantically calling Facebook, writing Facebook. I was going to snail mail a notarized document with my license and everything. It was a mess. I must have tried about 10 different ways to get a hold of Facebook. And New Jersey family, I just want to shout out to her. You should check out that channel. New Jersey family, it's NA family. And that's the YouTube channel. She got jacked the same way. So I'm talking to her on the phone, and she was very supportive. And I said, how did you get your page back? She got her page back. Her attacker came from Africa. And anyway, so she kindly asked for it back. She she friended the attacker and she just spoke love into that person's life. That's all I can say. She loved on that person and she got her page back. And he felt so bad for her and gave the family back their page for their channel. So that was going good for her. And I was happy for her. And same thing happened to her, but totally different names and everything. But anyway, so I lost my page. Porn's going out. Facebook keeps writing me back with form letters. And they keep saying, this does not sound like a trademark issue. I literally wrote, I own the trademark. I literally wrote them. I own the trademark. It's my name. They've stolen my page. So Facebook sends out these stupid form letters. This sounds like an admin issue. We'll send it to the proper department. I'm like, I was so angry. I was seeing red. I was just livid. And like, okay, well, I've unpublished the page. I got to put out something to warn everybody that it's not me. So many times I get warned from Facebook. YouTube's a lot better at locking things down and protecting you, or warning you when you're doing something stupid like giving over control. Facebook, people get jacked on Facebook all the time in Messenger and all that. And they get stuff that says, is this you? And it's some generic link. I'm like, I'm not clicking on that link. I'm not doing that. But this guy hasn't written me on Facebook like in 3 years, and he's writing me now asking me, is this you? I'm like, that's a total scam. So anyway, Facebook is just horrible, riddled with holes. To allow anybody without asking me, without written permission or legal forms or whatever, or giving you my ID and saying, yes, I am the owner of the page and I give him approval to have control of my page. Otherwise, they never once, there was no level that told me, that tried to warn me and said, hey, sorry I haven't been reading the comments right now. I apologize. But this needs to be explained to everybody, because I don't care how big or small you are, this is going on. And so I finally got them. I got a human to look at my paper, to look at all my letters and stuff. I got a human to see what the notarized license and my letter saying that I own the trademark and I need my ownership back. The reason, it's really weird, because first they booted me completely off my own page. I couldn't even see my page because I hadn't published it. I made sure I switched it off before they kicked me out, before they took over, because I knew something was going down. So I switched off my unpublished page, and they were still messengering people, and it was crazy. And they do it through this Creator Studio business crap that Facebook puts together so you can run your business and all that. I'm like, man, this is just a big security flaw working with anybody. So I told Facebook, I said, you guys are just letting this porn go through my site, and you're making buku bucks because they're paying you on every post. Okay? So you're making money to clean up to give me back my page. So then they gave me permission to be back on the page as analyst, which once again is like being handcuffed. You can only see. That's all you can do. You can only visualize. So it was painful to watch what they were doing to my friends. So they were messaging crap to my friends. So anyway, finally got it back. I showed my ID. I claimed I had trademark, gave them the trademark number. If you look it up, United States Trademark Office, my name's right there that I own it. So they finally gave it back to me. They kicked all the guys off. They gave me ownership, and they're warning me, you should never, Oh, well, yeah, you should build a better website. How about that? So I got, by the way, just so you know, I have two-step verification turned on. Oh, I'm seeing a better signal. Okay, yes, I do have a Twitter account. Let me give you the Twitter. Somebody wants to follow me on Twitter. Hold on. There we go. That's my Twitter handle. If you guys are interested, it's Jack Attack 4. So anyway, let's see. Let me see how. Oh, look, see, there's some other people I need to just boot off my channel right there. That worked out really nice. I really like this. So anyway, so I get my page back. So you need to be careful. You need to make sure that the person contacting you, well, if it's Facebook related, don't give anybody permission for anything. That's the safest thing. I don't care how much money they say they're going to give you. I don't care who they say they work with. It's a bunch of lies. Now that I have my page back, porn's still going out. And I'm freaking out. I own the page. It's all me. And porn's still going out. Like the next day, porn went out again. I'm like, I got to find out where this is. So I went into a section of Facebook called Creator Studio. I didn't know it existed. And I could see where all the porn posts were that were going out regularly every day via Messenger. And I'm thinking, all right, well, thankfully, everybody knows me, and I'm not going to be doing that. So they know it's not me putting it out. But I finally deleted all their posts. I deleted all their posts, went back in time, basically, and got all my stuff back to food and family and fun. That's basically the 3 Fs, food, family, and fun. So really the 4 Fs, food, family, fun, and faith. No, I don't usually talk my faith much on the cooking page. But anyway, so I got my page back. I got rid of the nudity and all that stuff. And the cool thing was, I mean, if there's any bright side to this, if there's any bright side, which I posted about this and people were very opinionated, I said, look, I only had 17,000 people. When I got the page back, it had 41,000 likes. And I'm like, wow, I just like more than doubled my channel, my following on Facebook, my friends list or whatever. And I was kind of excited about that. Yes, I'll be honest. That was cool. But somebody wrote me, and I want to address this right now. Somebody wrote me and said, do you really think those extra people over 17,000, that 30,000 or whatever, that those are the kind of people you want following your page? And they only came for the nudity, and they only liked your page because you're putting out porn and all that. And I thought, you know what? I go to church, and there are men there who are great men, and they struggle with pornography just like any other guy in America. So that doesn't mean they're evil. It just means they're not looking at the right stuff. They're not doing the right thing. So I thought, wow, how cool. I've got about over 30,000 people that are in a dark place or struggling or whatever that I get to speak to. That's another benefit. So no, do I think that's a negative thing? No, I think I get to. And by the way, I haven't lost a like. I've been showing food and family and fun. And these are real people. And I just want to say to the people who hijacked my channel, I forgive them, I love them. It's not about that. From what I learned is a lot of these people do this because they get paid to do this evil thing. They get paid to do this, and this is how they feed their family and protect their family and keep a roof over their head and keep food coming on the table. I mean, this is their livelihood. This is what keeps them alive. And I thought, wow, that's what, like the New Jersey family who got jacked, she said the guy was like crying on the phone to her and telling her how bad it is in Africa and how, they need food and they need to pay for things and they need medicine. Oh my gosh, my heart breaks for anybody in that position. So that was incredible. So on the other hand, I'm totally okay with it. I forgive you. I love you. And I keep rooting for your life to turn around. And I just, these things we're trying to do through our church regarding Africa or whatever country we're working with. But anyway, so we're trying to make things better. But anyway, I'm glad to have the new people. I'm glad to be on Facebook again. I'm glad it's all cleaned up. So that was it. That was the main story. So the bottom line is don't give anybody any permission on your Facebook page. Don't do it. The fact that Facebook allows that to happen is devastating. I got so many calls and emails and friends of mine that I got a buddy who's got 500,000 people on Facebook. Very successful dude. And he got jacked the same way 2 years ago because I called him immediately because I knew he had a big crowd. I'm like, hey, dude, watch out for this scam. And he's like, yeah, I know all about it. It happened 2 years ago. I'm like, really? Well, thanks for the warning. So anyway, let's see here and see if there's any questions I can answer. How is your health? My health's doing good. My weight keeps dropping. My A1, I think it's A1Cs. I'm under 7 now. Everything's going good. I'm going to the dentist. It's all good. So spirits are high. So hello, Jack. I just got on. So excuse me if you already went over this. How are you doing? I'm doing good. I just walked last night. I did my first 5K. Didn't make it all the way, but I made it about halfway, and then I just ran out of gas. But my goal was to just show up and start walking. So that went real well. No, I think I don't know what the normal A1C is, but I know people who are in the 11s. I just know that, I'm out of the danger zone. So the danger zone is over 7. That's all I know. I'm at a 6.9, so I need to keep going. I need to, we're watching cholesterol, everything. Yeah, that was the doorbell talking. Any door that opens in my house, it announces it. And normal A1C is 5 or under, right? Well, normal weight is like 2 pounds, so I'm so far from that. So no, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking with you. Anyway, but I can tell you this: every time I go to the doctor, I'm moving in the right direction. That's all I know. So sooner or later, we will get to where I need to be on everything. So my A1C 6.4. Cool. That's good. Yeah. Oh, 4.75. You got your A1C. My brother, I'm going to interview my brother on the cooking show. Be ready for it. My brother is 0 carbs. He literally 0 carbs. He was keto. Now he's just 0 carb. And he literally eats all the time. We talked about it before. He's been doing it for almost 2 years. And I think it's meat, cheese, and egg, and that he can eat. And anyway, why did Fishhook remove all your links from the channel? The Fishhook, I was partnering with Charles on the fishing channel just to get him started, just to be a friend. And now that he's doing good on his own, I can leave it alone. So he's kind of separated off. He's kind of like the bird that left the nest. So that's kind of like what happened. Are you able to go after the person who stole your page, or are they out of the country? They're out of the country. Everybody who does that stuff, most of them are on third world countries. Most of them. And it could be anywhere in the world. It's VPN secured, going in security this upcoming year. Okay, so I want to talk to you about something. You guys know I have the show Tech Time, right? Where I talk about, I don't do like phones and always, but I'll do like Google Home. I'll do how the cooking shows for the average Joe. Well, the tech show is kind of for the average Joe. What he would buy, not high end electronic stuff. Nobody's sending me anything, so it's just stuff that I buy as a regular Joe, and I share it with you guys. Or if I find a new app or a new website, I share it with you guys so that you're all aware. Okay, so look at this. This blows me away. This is the next episode. I'm editing it right now. This is the Samsung SSD, 2 terabytes. If you don't know what an SSD, look how small that is. Is that crazy? It's smaller than my mouse. And that's the portable hard drive that's 2 terabytes and SSD. So that is, I was on this right here. Hold on. I'm trying to be careful here. I was on this Toshiba, which is a little bit bigger. This Toshiba which is a little bit bigger. This Toshiba right here is just a regular hard drive. It has moving parts. The difference between SSD and like HDD, or I don't know, all these flipping acronyms. Anyway, opposed to the ADD. But no, the regular hard drive has moving parts. You've seen it probably where the needle moves and everything. And this is more like flash memory. Okay. But this has as much as that Toshiba has, 2 terabytes. So like I have like all my videos on the flash, and like it's not even half full yet. So that was $299. That's selling fast, selling crazy. I spent $299 for it, but right now flash memory is really expensive. Let's see. Can you link us to the link to that portable HD? I don't know, but it's. I'll just tell you what it is. Just look up on Amazon. Samsung is it SSD? Yeah, SSD T5. These are selling like crazy. I went through 3, 4 colors or whatever, and all of them were taken. They were like no 2 terabytes to be bought. They were all sold out. So I'm like, then I found a black one. The 2 terabytes were there, and I grabbed it as quick as I could. All right, so it's a great hard drive, and the reason why you want to go with an SSD, and I say this in the video too, the moving parts one, the book by what is it, UD or C8 or whatever, anything with the moving parts will break over time. So there you go. Now let's talk about the YouTube fiasco. You guys, it's just one drama after another. Oh my gosh, there's so much to talk about. Is your internet connection really unstable, or is it's got to be on your side? Am I looking okay? You guys hearing me okay? My internet, I pay a lot of money for my internet. Let's see. Yeah, you guys, okay, good. The feed is choppy. It looks clean on this end. I can't tell if we're 100% or not. But some of you probably have choppy internet. But basically, I'm like, I think I pay for gigabit internet. As for the upload, it probably isn't quite as high. The upload's never as high, so I don't know. If it's choppy, I apologize. It's getting cold. All right, yeah. Last night was it was in the 30s, but I'm seeing like negative numbers. A lot of people have Google Fiber and it keeps cutting out. Don't know. I don't know. I can't speak to the internet. I apologize if I'm cutting out, but let me just keep this going. So anyway, basically, yeah, let me just check that out here. Hold on. Let me check it out. Oh, we did try the Popeyes chicken sandwich. We talked about it. I did the comparison video. I don't know if you guys saw that. It did really well. We did a playing with your food on the Popeyes, KFC, and Chick-fil-A. We compared them all. And Popeyes kind of won it. I know, it's really good. Their spicy chicken, just so you know, their spicy chicken isn't on the chicken. It's on mayonnaise. It's a spicy mayonnaise that's on the regular chicken. I thought that was kind of interesting. So anyway, let's go to, what's this about? Are you going to Joel Osteen Kanye West concert? No, I'm not. I mean, I'm happy for Kanye. We talk about Kanye on eye to eye, but I just, you know what? I really wasn't a Kanye West fan in the beginning. I liked some of his songs, but when he did his new album, I'm happy for him. It's sad that nobody believes him. That's what's sad. What kind of world that everybody is so judging? It's unbelievable. It's just, anyway. So, YouTube. You guys probably have heard the fiasco from other YouTubers, or you've read about it, that or if you're a YouTube creator, you read it in your studio. But basically, you have to alert them anytime there's a minor in your video. You have to tell them if your video is made for children. There are hoops you got to jump through, and I'll tell you why. And I don't have you guys may know a better story. If you have a better explanation, link us in the chat, please. But basically, what happened was, people who do like toys that open, toys that there are videos where people open toys and make lots of money on their channel. They make like $2 million a year just opening toys, like unboxings. And somebody sued that channel or sued YouTube, I'm not sure. But basically the complaint was that you're marketing to these young children. And what these young children don't know when they're watching your videos is you were paid to open that toy. You were given that toy. It was a commercial. it wasn't a true testimony. And I'm like, wow, I get it. Okay. They can't distinguish the difference between a true testimony and a commercial, even though we legally have to say this episode is sponsored by, which means I'm getting paid to include this product in the video. If I'm using a blender and the blender was, given to me, this episode was sponsored by, because I didn't buy that blender. But anyway, I'm just giving you an example. So YouTube got fined the other day. Bad. They got hit. They got slapped so hard. They got hit with $170 million fine from the FTC. Now, I think that's completely wrong. I didn't read anywhere where YouTube received a warning. Not a warning, and I'm really tired of that. You guys been booted off of a Facebook page with a warning. Oh yeah, hey, cooking with CJ, what's up? Okay, so YouTube got hit with $170 million, and I'm sure they're fighting. I would fight it. They probably didn't get a warning at all. The FTC is just trying to make some money off YouTube, and it's because the exploitation of minors, marketing to minors incorrectly. I mean, it's a disaster. Thank the Lord, I'm involved in food. I don't have to worry about kids. Before that, it was doing content that was controversial. All my freak eating friends. Do you know what freak eating is? Have you guys ever watched freak eating? Okay, so it's like the guy that goes, "Okay, I'm gonna eat this bottle of garlic, big giant thing," and he just shoves it in, and he gets sick and he vomits. That's like freak eating. I'm gonna eat all this peanut butter. I'm gonna do whatever. They do crazy stuff. It's almost like Man versus Food. There are a lot of freak eating channels out there that are. I know those people. They're in better shape than I am, ironically, and they eat like the biggest pizzas and the hottest wings and all that. I'm like, I want to torture myself. I don't do that kind of stuff. Every so often I'll try spicy, but that's not what my show's about. So it was about that kind of content got demonetized. Well, you can't show vomit and getting sick on screen. I get that. I understand. There should be there were usually vomit warnings, and everybody would watch anyway because you had a vomit warning. They go like, I got to see this. But anyway, so the adult content got slapped, and people who did gun shows and Philip DeFranco, who spoke about the news, would mention the Middle East or he would say something about Nazis or white supremacists, and he was getting demonetized. And if you know, he's got 5-6 million people that follow him. He was making a good living, so people were losing their livings like crazy because everything was being demonetized as not audience friendly. Not audience friendly is like everybody would basically want to advertise on your channel. So Google would not put a commercial on. They wouldn't get paid for that video. And now it's the kid issue. We've got the kid issue, and YouTube's so worried about making everybody happy. The advertisers and now the FTC, and I'd fight the FTC because I didn't hear there was a warning at all. They had no time. They are slamming. Like when I did this live broadcast, is this live stream? Is it made for children? Is it not made for children? Well, guess what? It's made for children. So I marked the box. So they're really freaked out about it. So anyway, so that's what's going on with YouTube is now they're having children issues to where nobody wants to put a kid in their video anymore. Pretty soon there'll be no content whatsoever. Everybody will find a way to complain about something. Welcome to the world we live in. So anyway, let's see here. Oh, you guys know about people being censored? Cool. I had one video censored because I used in the title, I used the word Amish. I was talking about how great the Amish chickens are. When you go to the Amish out here and you drive a couple hours to the middle of nowhere and you go shop in their little shop, their chicken, I'm going to tell you, you can go right up to, when's the last time you took raw chicken and smelled it? It smelled delicious. It was like nothing I've smelled coming out of a supermarket. Supermarket stuff's kind of slimy and scary. So Amish chicken is incredible. I did a video. I bought it and I cooked it, and it was amazing. But because I was talking about the Amish, they thought, automated. That everybody's automated. I'm just tired of automation. Sometimes I just think technology will be the death of it too. I think we're gonna that iRobot. I don't know. Maybe we won't die from that, but we'll die from somebody taking over. Technology wise, economy wise, it'll go down. It'll just be disastrous. Somehow, some way, we're hurting ourselves with technology. The smarter that we get, the stupider we get. So anyway, the one good thing is if you don't like what you're watching, change channel. Amen. There you go. That is nuts. They don't even use electronic devices to see it, to be offended to begin with. Right. It's all nuts. Oh yeah, there we go. So anyway, some content might be flagged for being appealing to children, and some YouTubers are afraid that they're crafting. Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, there's a fine line they're walking from just hurting good people to getting rid of slime bags and bad content, things that shouldn't be up on YouTube. I get it. I get it. The bottom line, there is a small percentage that we have to be concerned with, but you don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. That's what that phrase means. It means you throw the baby in the bathwater when after you're done bathing your baby, you throw the baby out too, because we just overcompensate. We swing the pendulum the other way. So anyway, what's another controversy? Oh, another controversy. I shouldn't even get into this, but you can go over to my Facebook page and see the thread that's blowing up over there. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. So I'm personally a pro-life, and I had a pro-choice person criticize me for being pro-life. I'm like, how can you have freedom of choice in this world if one side doesn't accept the standing of the other side? They have the freedom of choice. Oh, I agree with your freedom of choice as long as you choose what I think. That's not the world we're growing up in, or we grew up as kids. So anyway, it's funny because you would think a pro-choice person would let me choose, right? Right? That was my comment. I thought that was funny. So a pro-choice is mad that I'm pro-life. I'm like, well, get over it. Sorry, you're a pro-choice. Doesn't bother me. That's what you choose to believe, and that's what some of you can partake in. That's fine. So anyway, let's see here. Hi, Scotty. How you doing? Will you ever go to? Is it Jollibee and whatever Filipino food you ate? Oh, okay. It wasn't Filipino food. It might be. I don't know where it originated. Does anybody know where? I think it's Vietnamese. It's a Vietnamese soup that I was eating the other day. It was called pho, and it's really, really good. So anyway, I don't know what Jollibee's is, so I can't go there. I don't have one. I don't know what it is. It sounds like a supermarket to me. Anyway, there was some. Oh, let me tell you about what's coming up. Let's talk Thanksgiving. Let's talk positive, guys. Let's turn this around. I'm done talking about drama. I hate drama. I really do. You guys love drama. I'm telling you. As I start talking food, the numbers drop a little bit. I'm like, you can tell who the true foodies are because they stick around. All right, let me go to my channel real quick. The wasabi mashed potatoes have been a big hit. You guys obviously don't like your greens because the Brussels sprouts video isn't doing as well, even though it was amazingly delicious. With that maple syrup in with the maple flavored bacon and everything. It has bacon, has maple syrup. It's all good and sweet and delicious. And you roast the vegetables with the bacon. It just came out great. That's the current video. But the wasabi mashed potatoes, the one that did come out, I would have got wasabi paste. They have a tube in the produce section that I would get next time I make wasabi mashed potatoes and squeeze it in there. Not the whole thing, but I would squeeze and taste, and get it to where I feel a little bit of that heat. I didn't feel as much heat as I wanted to. I used wasabi cheese And that was delicious, by the way. That was amazing how it was all stringy and just how it tasted. It was awesome. Yams, I've done yams. I love sweet potato casserole. We have a restaurant around here that people order trays of their sweet potato casserole because it's so good. Do you ever go to downtown Nashville? Yes. I go to the Gulch area, and I've done Burger Republic. I've done Biscuit Love. I've done, where else have I done? Burger Fi. I've done a lot of stuff downtown. It has to be good, though, because I ain't going downtown with those crazy people unless I have to. I've done Gabby Burgers. Those are all different. It's weird because they showed me, like when I first saw Nashville downtown, I'm like, this is it? It's like 5 streets. It literally is like 5 or 6 streets. And my buddy, we were paying for parking. You go to the stand, you pay for parking. He turned around and he whacked his head so hard on the sign when we first visited Nashville that one of his eyebrow hairs was in the screw. I mean, he was bleeding and his eyebrow hair got lodged behind the screw. And I thought, dude, that's crazy. I mean, people are going to think you were drunk that you did that. Are you okay? And then we came back the next year to visit, and we parked in the same parking lot, and his eyebrow hair was still there behind that screw. That's crazy. So anyway, we laughed about that. That was, my buddy remembers that. Poor guy. So anyway, do I miss In-N-Out? I miss double doubles. I don't miss their fries. I always hated In-N-Out fries. You got these little tiny, I always called them bottom of the bag fries. I don't know how they do their fries, but it's always these small little pieces, and the fries get cold because it's real potato. It's not this manufactured stuff. It's like they cut them right there, I think. Anyway, the French fries get cold faster. Real potatoes get cold faster than the deep fried ones like at McDonald's and stuff that are already pressed and processed. But the In-N-Out fries were always horrible. But I do miss In-N-Out. I miss the people that would go there. It was always busy, like the one into Las Vegas, the one in where was it? I can't remember. Wow, I'm starting to forget things about California. That's hard. Wasn't Baker? It was the other one. Anyway, there's a city on the way, the Outlet Center. Yeah, the Outlet Center. You would be driving to Vegas, and that In-N-Out there that's the first time I ever saw the double drive-through. It was huge. Hi, Jack. Now, since your channel is popular, do you think of moving to New York or LA to advance it further? No, I literally went the direction. I'm trying to get away from New York and LA. I love the people. I got many friends in both coasts. I have family in New York. I got family in California. I got friends in California from growing up my whole life there. But Barstow. Thank you, CJ. Barstow. Yes, the Outlet Center in Barstow. It's not really Barstow. It's kind of like on the outside of Barstow. But they have an In-N-Out there, and it's literally 3 a.m. You're going to wait in line. You're not going to get your food right away because they're slammed all the time. That I miss. I miss it's kind of a camaraderie you got going on. It's kind of there's an energy when a place is packed like that and always busy. Whataburger is good. It's like that. Hey, CJ, have you been to a Whataburger ever? Which one do you like better? So anyway, that's always fun to do. If you go to Texas, they're side by side or across the street from each other. I mean, they couldn't battle it out any more than they do in Texas. Texas, you fighters. I love it. I used to love Jack in the Box burgers eons ago. Jack in the Box is still good. We don't have Jack in the Box here in Tennessee. We have one location where we get Jack in the Box tacos. But but In-N-Out, yes. And I love In-N-Out. Okay. So you've been to both, but In-N-Out's better for you. Same with Tammy. I'm the opposite. I think Whataburger is better because I think Whataburger is a more well-rounded place. I like their fries. I mean, fries are flavorful. Their shakes are thick and delicious. I haven't really reviewed all the. I know the fries are horrible in In-N-Out, but I haven't reviewed. Taking a sip of one of their shakes. What?
Unless they're animal style.
Oh yeah. Hold on. The only way I eat In-N-Out fries are animal style. If you don't know what that is, then that's better than Whataburger. That would make it better than Whataburger. Animal style fries. And they have a restaurant on here that does, it's called California style. It's animal style. And that's with the Thousand Island and melted cheese and the grilled onions. And oh, man, I'm getting hungry. Anyway, so how do you still positive, Jack? Let me tell you, I grew up hating naps. When I was a little kid, I hated naps. I always felt like I missed out on something. Like if I fell asleep on the couch for an hour or two, when I was a kid, I'd wake up and felt like the whole world passed me by. So when I'm in a bad mood or depressed, I feel like I'm taking a nap. I don't feel like, I feel like I'm missing out on something. I don't feel like I'm enjoying everything I should be enjoying. So you want to know how I stay positive? I fight every day for it. I don't deal with depression. I don't deal with anxiety. I have concerns and worry and all that, but those are things that we need. You have physically. It's like your marriage. You want to have a good marriage? Yeah. If you get a divorce, I'm sorry, because you have to fight for your marriage. You have to fight every day. You have to think of new ways to romance your wife. I keep a mentality with my wife that I'm still dating her, that I'm still chasing her, that I've got to outdo what I did yesterday. And with that is my love grows for her each day. So I love her more today than I did the day I married her. Same with being high in spirit. I work at it every day. High in spirit. How do you stay so positive? Anything else is a waste of energy, and I don't like wasting energy. Anything else, worrying about stuff and that. I got things I worry about. I'm not always right up there. I'm just not. Okay, but I'm thankful. I could complain I had a stroke. I'm thankful I don't have cancer. I got a roof over my head. I got a nice house. I got beautiful boys. I got a lovely wife. I have so much to be thankful for. So every time I start to dip down, count your blessings and make a list and write all the things you do have that everybody else doesn't have, or you could be worse off, and appreciate where you're at. And I always said, I don't get blessed until the moment I'm okay with what my condition is, my situation, my living arrangements, all that. So my one goal is, because there's always somebody worse off than you. I don't care. I've seen the worst in Mexico. I've seen the worst in the deserts of Utah, the poor Indians surviving out there. I have seen poverty, and our regular poverty people, you're richer than still 3/4 of the world. There's always somebody who has it worse off, and you have to realize that and be thankful that you're not in that position, and help out where you can, which is always cool too. We do a lot, Tammy and I, to help others, and that also keeps our spirits high and happy, that we're able to help other people. We make sure that the people around us, like Thanksgiving, it's coming up, right? So what we do is check with everybody that we know. We had Jack Jr. check with his friends. We want to make sure that nobody's alone for the holiday. So we usually have a guest or two at our house that isn't our family, because they got nowhere to go. I'm like, no, that's not going to happen. I didn't know you had 2 boys. I thought Jack Jr. was your only child. No, Garrett is an entrepreneur in California. They're 10 years apart. So I had Jack Jr. 10 years after I had Garrett. And I love them both equally. And Garrett lives in the house I used to film in. He lives in that house right now. Serious. So that's true. I left South Africa for the Netherlands. Poverty was rife due to the imbalances left by apartheid. It really puts into perspective how blessed we are. Listen, if you don't appreciate your life, type up some letters, get people to help fund you, and go on a mission trip. It doesn't have to be with a church. It can be with any organization. I'm not sitting here preaching. I'm just telling you, when I came back from Mexico, I would look at people and be like, yeah, can you help us out? I'm like, dude, you have no idea how good you have it. You got a nice car parked around the corner. You know, you're acting like you need help and you don't need help. The people in Mexico really need help. And I'm not saying our poverty don't need help either, but that's if you want to, you'll come back a changed person. Poverty. You think you know poverty. If you've never left the US, you don't know poverty. How come we don't see Jack Jr. in videos anymore? Uh, I'll tell you why. The way we raised both our boys, the reason why you never, there's some videos, Garrett was in the video, the Maggiano's video we did, right? Wasn't he in that video with us?
Yeah, the brown one.
Yeah, if you want to see Garrett, go to the Maggiano's. The only reason why Garrett wasn't in a lot of my videos is he didn't, at that time when I started YouTube, he wasn't living with us in the house. He was already grown up because he was born 10 years earlier than Jack Jr. And Jack Jr. grew up on the show. So Jack, I don't force anything on my kids other than whatever you commit to, follow through. So if my son wanted to take guitar lessons, then he would have to commit to a year of lessons. If he wanted to quit, that's fine. You can quit, but you're still doing guitar lessons for a year. You started them, halfway into them, you need to just follow through. So I teach the boys how important integrity is. It's so important. Integrity is, in my mind, I know the Bible doesn't say this, but like in my mind, integrity is everything, and trust and telling the truth. Lying is the worst thing. Lying is the one thing, when you lose your integrity, you ain't getting it back. You guys need to realize that. You can slap me and apologize. You can steal my money and give it back. But if you lie to me, I'll never believe you again. And that's the weirdest thing if you realize that. So anyway, what do you think about spending streaming contents in terms of Netflix? I like Netflix. I'm not sure what your question is, but my opinion of Netflix is I'm really tired of, you know what? We should be a la carte television, and we're so close to it. I should be able to pay for every single thing that I want. I want like CBS Access. I want to pay for only the channels I watch. I am so sick and tired of non-English channels being a part of my TV package. I can't watch these channels. Why am I paying for it? Let me remove those and put ESPN in, put Hallmark in, put channels that I don't get to see and that I like. So we should be able to be charged, and I don't care if you charge me $1 a channel. We don't watch, how many channels do we watch, honey?
4 or 5, maybe.
We watch 4 or 5. We watch Netflix. We got CBS Access because most of our shows, we watch like Blue Bloods. We watch like Law and Order is on another channel, NBC. But a lot of the shows we watch is on CBS, so we invested in CBS Access. I just think the package where you got to take all that other crap is so ancient. It's like we need a new design. I think you should only charge me for what I watch. So a la carte TV. My brother talked about a la carte TV 10 years ago. He goes, dude, the way it's going, we're gonna finally pay for what we want to watch. You want to watch this channel? Pay for the access to this channel, and you get. What I don't get is why are there time lengths? That thing burns me more than Netflix losing a movie. I remember I tried Hulu out, and I'm not a fan of Hulu. Why? Because their stuff falls off so quickly. It's like if you don't watch it, I mean, you're pressured to watch it. Hey Jack, have you ever done a milkshake war? No, I have not yet. We might do a small battle on the side, but I'm not a milkshake guy. I don't do shakes much. So anyway, the TV packages are ridiculous. So I've kind of talked about that. So anyway, I want to talk about what's coming up on my channel because there is some exciting stuff coming up. Okay, so do you guys remember when I talked about the Tower Gardens? Do you guys remember that? I've done a few videos on Tower Gardens. It's the vertical tower that you grow, not in the dirt. You don't grow, but you grow your vegetables in the tubes. and the Tower Gardens. So anyway, that Tower Garden video that I did, the very first one where the zucchini was as big as my head. I mean, it's so funny. You don't find zucchini in the store like that. Zucchini in the store is like that. It's funny. So anyway, there's a second video coming out, and now the lovely lady Mona, who is still a friend of mine, she does the Tower Gardens. She's the one that had me go to her house and film, and we checked out her greenhouse in that first video. That is like one of my top videos every week. It gets watched more than any other video. Like, really? That's crazy. So I call her up and I go, look, Mona, we need to do an update. People need to know where you've come in 3 years, because the first Tower Garden video is well over 1 million views. So we want an update. We want to tell people how it's growing and how it's doing. And her business is booming. She now has a company called Tennessee Urban Farms. So we did a video, and she's doing rooftop gardens, and you'll see in the video, she will give you some great stuff that's happening in the next 3 years. She's working, oh man, I'm telling you, she's doing nothing but great stuff. So be looking for that video. That update video is already up. It's just waiting to go live. That'll be on Black Friday. I told you guys that Black Friday was changing up a little bit. But I wanted to do something different this year, because we used to do toys in the kitchen, which I love, but I do toys in the kitchen. I review toys in the kitchen all year round. So if I get something, a little new device, I want to put an episode out right away, whether it's August or February. So I got rid of toys in the kitchen. I don't plan on doing it again. I did it for like 4 or 5 years. But Tuesday before Black Friday is when I wanted to do my kitchen. It's kind of like, it's the top 10 things I love most in my kitchen. I'm going to show you the 10 things that I like couldn't live without, you know. And unfortunately, it doesn't include my knives, which I should have, but I didn't, because there's so many things in my kitchen that I absolutely use all the time. So I'll show you that top 10 on Tuesday. And then Friday, if you like any of those devices, you can be looking for it while you're out shopping. You go, oh, here's that device Jack did on his show, you know, because you're going to go Black Friday. I don't want to do it on Black Friday anymore. I want to do it on Tuesday regarding Black Friday, because it gives you time to prepare. So hold on one second. Let me mute this real. Sorry about that. Okay. Who are your favorite celebrity chefs? Do you like Alton Brown? Yes, love Alton Brown. We've talked about this many times. I like Alton Brown. I know this isn't a real chef, but I've always been a fan of Rachel Ray, her products and her style. I just love her show, her laid backness, the way she is. And I like Gordon Ramsay. So, and I love, as I said last week, Anthony Bourdain. When he was alive, he was one of my favorites too, because he was raw. So I love it because Anthony Bourdain's raw, Rachel Ray's laid back, Gordon Ramsay does what he's got to do, puts on a persona and does his show, but he's really talented. And then you got Alton Brown. He teaches. He's like that science teacher you always wanted, because he teaches and he explains. He teaches you why. Why does this do that? Why do you temper things? Why do you do things in the kitchen like you do? And because I always wonder, people say, oh, bring it to a rolling boil. I'm like, what's a rolling boil? What is that? Is it different than a regular boil? So he will explain to you why things happen. There's a lot of chemistry in cooking, a reaction. Like I learned off Alton Brown that the baking powder and salt, like every baking recipe, you have flour, baking powder, and salt. That helps it rise. That has to be included. If you see a recipe with self-rising flour, it already rises, you won't see because the baking powder and salt's in the flour. So it's interesting. I learned all that stuff. I've learned so many things from him over the years. I loved his Good Eats program. I'm not sure how's the new one. Anybody watch? Alton Brown is my favorite, and I was fortunate to meet him in person at a book signing. I think Alton Brown, stop it with the mouth. I think Alton Brown got screwed. I think Food Network made some bad decisions. They went into this game show phase where, Guys, Supermarket Dash and all that. And then you got Chopped, and then you got all these competitions, all these games and stuff that Alton Brown became a game show host. When Good Eats ended, they ended him, which was like, I would think, the number one show on Food Network. And they made him become a game show host. And I told him that on Twitter. I go, well, it's good to see you back in any form, I guess. But I'm sorry they ended your show, and I guess we're going to be a game show host now. So they realized, obviously, they did wrong because they brought it back. So anyway, turn the page with your life every day. Okay. Is it true you were a DJ back then? And what genre of music do you like? Okay. It's weird. The number 7 has been all through my life. I was a DJ, a nightclub DJ for 7 years when I got out of high school. In fact, I got a fake ID. It was back in the day when you get a fake ID, but now you can't. But I had a fake ID. I DJed nightclubs for 7 years. I did radio for 7 years. And then I did artist management in Hollywood for 7 years. And then I did radio for 7 years. So it was like 7, 7, 7, 7. But my favorite music format was an all-black club that I DJ'd because I liked the hip hop. Now I listen to Christian hip hop, but basically I could play whatever I wanted. It was awesome. I was back in the day when we had the Technic 1200 turntables and you would spin and mix music. Even before that, I started mixing my music by pinching the spindle in the center to slow down a song so that it would mix to that song. And I'd go back and forth between songs. And so I would have like Debbie Deb a cappella. So I'd have Debbie Deb's Lookout Weekend Words over Ready for the World's Oh Sheila music. So I used to play with the music all the time. It was big, or play Prince. I would play DJ Quick. I would play it all. So I had the room boom, and it was packed, the wall to wall. It was crazy. Of course, there was a shooting every weekend because I was in Santa Ana. But hey, Junior, are you decent? All right. Oh, you're not. Anyway, you're in your pajamas still. Dude, what time is it? Like 11 a.m. Yeah. Anyway, hey, I got a question for you. People want to know why you're not in my videos as much. He works 6 days a week, he says. That's why. He's busy. So when I'm filming he's getting married. He works during the day. He works for, who do you work for? Crossroads Moving Company. So Junior is more about physicalness, and he loves the moving company job that he has. Anyway, so the reason is when I'm filming my episodes, he's usually at work, moving somebody from one state to the other, or one city to the other. So just letting you know. Jack, you mentioned you don't like going to downtown areas. Which city is your least favorite downtown? LA is my least favorite. I can do downtown New York if I have to. I've done it. I can do downtown Nashville. I've done it. I can do Austin, Houston. I've been so many places around the country. Big towns, but the downtown LA is just garbage. It's horrible because every time family came into California, I would take them. We want to go see Hollywood. I'm like, you don't want to see Hollywood. Hollywood's not What? Oh yeah. Jack also works with the youth at our church a lot, so he's going to a lot of events, their football games. He's real supportive of the kids that are at our church. So he's been working with that. That's kind of an area he wants to grow in. And that's all. You got a shirt on? Yeah. All right, poke your head in here. Just a hat. What's up? So anyway, what are you drinking? Oh, drinking a protein shake. What a shock. So anyway, his schedule's crazy. So most of the time when I'm doing videos, he's not around. He's grown up. He's 19. As soon as he gets married and his lovely bride graduates, they're going to be getting their own place. So he's going to be around even less. So I love him no matter what he does. I tell my boys, do whatever you want to do. But once again, the commitment's to there. What are you doing?
What is this?
Well, why are you doing anything now? I'm doing a live broadcast, dude. Keep going. Keep going. There we go. No. Anyway, I don't know what he was doing back there. Awesome. I like Jack Jr.'s music. Tell him to make more, please. Hey, Jack, what's your favorite Christian song right now? Christian rap? Or regular rap. I don't care. What's your go-to?
Like a song or an artist?
Okay, my son, one of his top artists is NF. And if you've never heard of NF, imagine an Eminem. That's all. NF is like Eminem. Which one are you listening to right now?
This song I just found out I've been using it in the gym.
In the gym? I'm not playing it. No, I'm not playing it. Who is it? Joey Vaughn. Okay, no big deal. Nah. No, I'm not here to play music. You're gonna get me demonetized. So anyway, he likes hip hop too. So both my boys are in hip hop, and I grew up in hip hop. DJ nightclubs, so it never left me. So talk about radio really quick. So when I left the nightclub scene, because nightclub scene wasn't going to pay me any more money, wasn't going to get me anywhere bigger. So the place to go was like, I went to radio when Howard Stern was like everything, and he was like number one and everything. But so I started, when I went into radio, it was easy because I kind of did a radio show in the nightclubs. It's funny because I talked a lot on the mic in the club, but I played music a lot that was upbeat on the radio. I'll tell you the truth because I'm not in radio anymore. My boss ain't listening. I used to throw out the playlist. They say, you got to play these songs here. You got to play these songs right here. Like, I ain't playing these songs. These songs are boring. That's a ballad. They're all gone. So we would play the loudest and the fastest music. So I was on a station in Anaheim, and when I got on the radio, I was praying, please, may it be hip hop, may it be top 40, may it be adult contemporary. I don't care. The only two formats I didn't want was country and Southern gospel. I said, Lord, please don't give me country or Southern gospel. And a country station hired me. And that's how I fell in love with country music. Serious fell in love with country music. Why? How do you go from like Nas to like Garth Brooks? How do you do that? They're like total opposite ends. I'm like, yeah, they are. But it's just crazy. I have to say, the reason I love you saw me last night at the 5K. Otto, it was cool. Did we talk at all? Because I ran into somebody who recognized me at the 5K walk last night. But to get back to what I was saying, the radio, the country people are the most loyal people. If you want loyal people, hip hop, they'll jump around. They don't care as long as they hear the next hottest thing. But country folk, I mean, I would go like to the radio station and I'd complain that my stomach was grumbling. I would just say that. And like 10 country people would show up at the radio station, 10 listeners with a steak dinner, with a burritos, with whatever, to feed me because I was hungry on the air. I cried on the air. It was horrible. It was horrible, man. It was like, that was crazy. Jack and the Go, have you ever been to Sudan? No, I've never done Jack and the Go internationally. And have we? Yeah, we did. I mean, if you consider Canada internationally, I've done Jack and the Go. But I've never been to Europe or the Middle East or Asia. I would love to do Europe or the Middle East, or I would love to go to other countries and try their food and talk about it and just freak out over it. I mean, I'll eat anything. I don't care. I'll eat, goat's brain or whatever they eat in other countries that we don't eat here. Which celebrities were you able to meet? I met a lot of celebrities. When I was a artist management, I met Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. We managed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I met him, the Ireland, the supermodel, and big, huge. She's got like jewelry and furniture and everything. She's not just a supermodel anymore. I met her. She's adorable. She's amazing. She's so sweet. I just answered phones, but she never forgot my birthday, ever. Every year there was a big, big, beautiful thing of flowers on my desk. She always remembered. She was tough. She was tough. She wouldn't take crap from anybody though. She was loving, but she just wasn't gullible at all. You couldn't pass anything by her. So the people that I worked with Eric Estrada from Chips. I worked for Dolly Parton, The Fifth Dimension, if you know who they are. I don't know how old you guys are. But let's see. Jack and the Go, European tour. That'd be cool. Do like a, I don't know what I'd do. Yeah, we'd probably just call it the European tour. Because I'm not just going to do barbecue. I'm not just going to do burgers. I'm not just going to do pizza. I'm not going to do that in Europe. I'm going to try all the food I can. We're going to it's just going to be a blanket. When I go to Europe, it's going to be a European tour. Yes, how is Fishhook? Fishhook's doing great. Hello from Buena Park, California. All right. And that is Seki 7800. How are you? God bless Buena Park. I miss that place. Anyway, Jack, can you do a mole recipe? Yes, I did one already. Stop gagging. Tammy hates mole. I love mole. Oh my gosh. Jack, after run, enjoy a beautiful and blessed Saturday. How are we doing on time? I'm way over. Sorry, guys. I shouldn't even do more than an hour. I didn't mean to waste your time. This is a beautiful day today. We got a gorgeous day. What is the temperature outside? 40? 45? Let me see. What's the temperature outside? Oh, I forgot I was on airplane mode. That's not going to work. Anyway, I think it's like 45 outside. It's beautiful, sunny, clear sky. Go on out. Go spend the day with your family, and we'll pick this up next week. Next week.
47 outside.
Next week will be the 23rd, right? So it's still before Thanksgiving, right? Yeah. So we can talk Thanksgiving food next week. So be ready. Bring it. Be ready to bring it. I want to make sure you went to Kennedy. Laugh Aloud. You're in my mom's 85 yearbook. All right. Cool. Well, I hope I'm in the 85 yearbook. That's when I graduated. Not a waste, brother. I enjoyed it. I love you guys. Thank you to everybody from Cali who's saying hi. Thank you to everybody from around the world who's watching. I love you guys. I really do. And just know that this show's just brutal. I do want to do a TV show someday called Brutally Honest. But I will always be brutally honest with you guys. Even if I do something stupid, I will admit to it. And I will apologize. Because I have done way stupid things. But in the meantime, let's leave this on a high note. You guys be blessed. I love you, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.